top. All right, so topic of the day. Topics we talk about. I don't know. I got a lot of relationship questions for you today. A lot about the dating scene and the world in general, and Philly specifically.
Should I be like?
Now you can sit any way you want. You ain't gotta talk directly to the camera.
All right, I just wanted to make sure.
Act like the camera ain't even there.
Okay.
So, first, you said you a chef, right?
Yep.
Okay. What's the name of your business again?
Chinese Cuisines.
Okay, Chinese Cuisines.
Chinese Cuisines _ on Instagram. They want to follow.
So, my first question, we just gonna get right into it. So, I already know since you a chef, niggas' probably favorite lines is like, when you gonna cook for me?
Oh my God. Yo. Like, real, yo. Niggas be like, yeah, like, what you do? Like, oh, how you start cooking? Like, I'm going to have to touch your hand. Like,
that's
nigga, my customers speak for themselves. You don't got to test nothing. Like, I guess the customers, I'm good. But I just feel like it'd be so corny. Like, it's corny to me.
You don't like it?
I don't like that pickup line at all.
So it's an automatic turn off.
Yeah. Like, I'd be like, that's the message that don't get replied to.
All right. So that was one. All right. So I want to know, like, what's some of the, I mean, I guess along the lines of that, but what's some of the common turn-offs? Like, we living in 2022. It's like, all social media.
Yeah.
Social media age. Everything is for the gram. I want to know, like, when you're talking to somebody, what's, like, one of the common Jones that you're like, all right, I'm cool after this?
I don't like people that automatically go to, like, materialistic things.
Okay.
They automatically go to, like, the money they spend. Like, man, like, yeah, because I just had to pay for this and I spent da-da-da-da. Like, I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
It's like, what you telling me how much money you spent for? Like, who are you?
Okay.
What do you do every day? Like, what do your life consist of? How do you think? You telling me, it's like, all right, it'll come with it, like, with the dating thing. Like, all right, we may go out, you going to spend your money, but it's like, you don't talk about nothing else but the money that go in and out of your pocket. Like, that turns me off.
Okay. So, I'm glad you said that. Because in today's time, and I'm going off, like, all common trends on the internet, common things that I see people complaining about. So, one of the main things that I see fellas complaining about is how women be so quick to get a nigga to pay for something, or you know what I'm saying? Okay. Is you willing to provide for me before are you able for me to express how much I really want to show myself to you? Things along the lines of that.
I think that is a social media thing, because I think people aren't realistic. Like, all right, I'm 21. Okay. If I'm talking to somebody that's my age in the same predicament as me, we in college, you might not be able to really do, like, you know what I'm saying? But you got some chicks that find people that can really do what they want to do, like spend that money and do. I feel like it's unrealistic, though. Like, I'm not expecting you to take care of me at 21. You can pay for little things here and there, but I think the only difference with me is I'm not going to ask. I'm going to let you do it when you want to do it to show, because it's like, I got a pride thing. I don't like asking people for nothing, even when it comes to my friends. So I don't like to ask a guy to do anything.
So you're just expecting them to know what's going on already?
It's like,
or you gonna put them?
Because I feel like most guys already approach me knowing, like, I have, like, my business. I have other things going on. So most of the things that I like and that I can, like, do consistently, taking care of myself, I cover that tab myself.
Ooh.
So you know what I'm saying? You come in, it's like, all right, you see that I can handle all of this. I can handle these bills monthly and all this other stuff. Right. So now, like, what do you have to offer to me other than your money? Because it's like, when it come down to it, if you give it, all right, thanks, but I didn't need it. So what else do you have to offer? Like, that's what it comes down to. And a lot of guys won't have nothing else to say, because that's all they confront. That's all they can flaunt to you. Like, yeah, like, I could pay this tab. I could da-da-da-da. I could take. Okay. I feel like they excite people that never really experienced or had anything before.
I agree. Like money only impress the ones who never seen too much, so that's the ones who got all the expectations. But if you're already a big carrier, if you're a big stepper, then that's kind of like.
And it's like, don't get me wrong, like it took a lot to get to a position where I was making money to like do things for myself. But it's like, even if I don't have it, I'm a daddy's girl. I'm gonna call my dad, and my dad got it. So I've never really felt like I was in a position with like anybody I dealt with where it was like, why are you not doing this for me? Mm-hmm. Either you gonna do it or you not. I'm gonna see the position or the stand that you take if you allowing me to take care of it myself. But if you step in and you do it for me, then okay, now I see where you stand. Now I see, because you know I can handle it myself. But now that you step in and you take that off of me, it's like, okay, cool. Like, all right. Like, now he trying to show a little something. Like, okay, cool. Like.
Okay, so. All right, so the man's role, we know, is to be the provider, to protect, to hold down the household and all other manly things. And somebody, my homie told me the next time I'm on a podcast to make sure I ask this. But it's like another one of them big social media questions that like niggas want to know. So I don't specifically want to know, but I just know what I want to know what you think of like the question of like what is the woman's role and like
okay, as far as in the household or just in a relationship?
In a relationship, not in the household, because household is like we all young and around. Yeah, okay. So
I feel like as of now, like in the younger like relationships, I really just think I feel like a lot of guys aren't comfortable with expressing themselves. Me personally, like in my situations, I try to make the person I'm dealing with feel as comfortable as possible to discuss I'm a talker. Like, I love to talk. We could talk all day. So it's like, I want you to get to a point where you comfortable, where you could come to me like, yo, like, talking about this, talking about that. I also feel like certain things should be reflected, though. Like, even with the gift thing. I feel like every guy, I don't like when people buy me stuff. Like, try and play that role. Don't buy me nothing. Like, da-da-da-da. Buy that man something. Like, buy that man a gift. Get that man something. Ask him his size. Go get him a little pair of sneaks, something. You can't. I feel like in today's time, because of like the city girl thing and the certain social media roles, people like, a guy gotta do this, that. Mm-hmm. And then when it comes to the chicks, it's like, I'm fucking them though.
Yo, I was just about to say that. Like, most
like
girls
you gotta really. Me personally though, I do got a lot of guy friends, so it's like I really know like niggas be feeling some type of way about that shit. Like, and I be telling niggas like niggas be scared to speak on
you
it.
See
like,
the popular memes like, oh, thanks for my birthday, it's pussy again.
No
like,
bullshit.
What a surprise.
But I be trying to tell guys like, you really gotta just say something. Mm-hmm. Literally say something like, I would like this. Or if you just deal with somebody that listen to you, they gonna go get it. Like, I was dealing with somebody and they just had this thing for hats. So anytime I'm in the mall, I'm like, all right, like, it's something little, but it's the fact that I know it's something that you enjoy. Mm-hmm. So I'm going out of my time while I'm doing it. And I come back like, oh, look, I got you a hat.
Okay.
Like, you know
so you paying attention.
Yeah, I think that's just what it is. I do feel like females should reciprocate with certain things. Even if it's like, all right, we going to the movies. I might order the tickets off my card on the phone. But then when we get there, you pay the tab for the snacks. Like, little stuff like that. Like, it's not, certain things don't be that deep. Like, I feel like people really over-exaggerate the whole guys gotta pay for every single last thing. It's like, girl, you could have paid for them $2 waters out the gas station. Like, it's not that deep. So
I think on the other end, though, like, yeah, I do agree with that. But a lot of times, and I'm going against the grain right now, but like niggas be super horny. So like niggas be going through whatever just to be put in a position
so that they can get some ass. Like that's enough. Like, some chicks, you could tell when a nigga really too pressed for some ass. Like, you would just be like, no. He'll be like, but oh, you want this? Like, you would be like, no. Next thing you know, you got gifts wrapped, flowers wrapped. you don't even really like the nigga. Like, you telling the nigga you don't like the nigga. Like, yo, I don't even like, you cool, but I just don't think this for us. He think that if he keeps spending his money or paying for higher tabs, that's going to make, no. Mm-hmm. So, like, I'm one of them, I can't fake the funk, and my face show everything. I'll be sitting there like, get me away from this nigga. Like, I'm turned off. I don't like the way he talk. I don't like the way he walking. Like, just, homegirl text me and say we got a family emergency. Like, sometimes you gotta really, like, it's like, get me out this situation. Because some people is just a no. Like, big no.
No, but on the other side, like, I seen Wallow had a post earlier, like, girls put all they like likes and what they want in a nigga. Like, they go on rants on Instagram, like, niggas don't do this, that, and the third, and be on social media like, I want this, I want that, and they basically tell a nigga their whole life, like, what they looking for, this, that, and the third, and then a nigga disguise himself like he that, and now you just let him in, and he did the same thing as last time, and now you on Instagram talking about the same thing as before.
I think I got a couple times.
Niggas put that mask on. Niggas been paying attention. They've been like, in them Twitter likes.
Yeah.
And watching all the quotes that you've been posting, hoping that a nigga do this, then the third.
Let me tell you something. One thing about me, I'm gonna go through the Twitter likes. I be in the likes.
Twitter likes tell you everything.
Okay. So this the kind of stuff he like. This the kind of stuff he get into. All right. But I do think social media got a tight hold. And I'm not going to talk like it didn't have me for a while. I want to say probably within the last year, I kind of like, I'll post here and there.
Right.
But it's like certain things I just realized like not to post. Everything is not for social media, or certain posts, even if you feel like, man, I'm just posting it like in general. Like, they ain't going to know what I'm talking about. Like, no, they know.
Somebody gonna take
like,
that to
like they know that you posting it about that situation.
You mean by that?
Yeah, like they know you posting it about that situation. You just posted his, like, literally. That's what just they just was talking about this on the Wallow and podcast. You just posted his arm last week. Now you making all these posts about how niggas cheat and niggas don't do this. You talking about that nigga, that arm you posted. We get it. Like,
everything.
We is putting 2 and 2 together, and we is getting more than 4. We getting like 8 and 16. Like, so.
You're saying a lot without having to say nothing.
Yeah,
we putting
so
it together.
I think I did start like really double thinking now. I think about a lot of stuff that I post before I even post it. Or I'll post it, it'll be up for 2 minutes, and I'll be like, man, let me take that down. Ain't no point of that being up there, because people going to think it's something that is not even.
That might have
like,
been a little too personal.
Yeah.